Okay, so it's about 4:30 in the morning, something like that. And a couple of important elements from my dream was um, well, first of all, was the independent way that I was going from an old friend that I haven't talked to in since I was pregnant, I think. So about like 5 years ago, almost. So, and let alone have her in my dream. I don't know if God, I can't even remember if I've ever had her in my dream, but I've known her since fourth grade, I think. And she lived a street over from me, so we spent a lot of time together. But she was always kind of dysfunctional, and right now she's like, well, I haven't spoken to her because she's had a drinking problem and just wants to stay in her past and stay depressed and be all about that. And so, I'm not about that. So, um, I reached out to her on Facebook, like, I don't know, 6 months ago, a year ago, I don't know, but and never got a response. So she's probably still doing the same thing. Um, but anyway, she was in the dream, and it felt like her little brother was with her too, but it was like a smaller man or a younger man. It felt like her little brother, but um, he was a few years younger than us, and he was kind of smaller, like shorter and stuff. So we're like walking to this class, like a film class, like a film appreciation class or something. It was weird, but I was just going straight there, like the straight path, and she wanted to like go left behind this building and walk through this parking lot and all that. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going straight there, following my own path, the straight and narrow, I guess. And they went off, and we all met up at the same class again, but they took like a detour, and I just kept going the way that I knew was gonna get me there, and not going, shortcuts and the long way or whatever. Either way, just the most direct path. And so as I was walking, I saw some rabbits, like in a window, like how cats are in a window, but I was like, they weren't moving. So I was like, are those real? Are those little statues? Or so then it started like moving its head and stuff. And one was bigger, and there was a smaller one, like a baby one, and then like a full grown one, not like an old one, but just, bigger, full grown, but just barely full grown. And they were like brindle, but without brown in it. It was like all like shades of gray. And and then there was another one outside too that kind of like came up to me and they were all just they weren't like wild hares. They seemed, I mean, they were out in the wild, but they seemed really calm and weren't frightened by my presence or anything. Were kind of trying to come up to me and check me out, see what I was all about. So those, just wanted to share those two elements of the dream really stood out. And so basically, I interpret it as, I walk with Jesus. That's my path. I don't follow anybody else. And I am starting a new, fresh beginning. I'm represented by the rabbits. That's what I believe is the fertile, fresh, clean slate, new beginning, and endless, infinite possibilities. So that felt really good to wake up and have that